Welcome back to Coffee Talk. Grab your coffee. Join us for our talk today. If you're new to our channel, we're Keith and Terry. We retired April of 2020, and we did YouTube because we wanted to document our travels and what we did in retirement, and we do these coffee talks once a week. So if that's something you'd be interested in, we'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe to our channel.
Thank you for following us. We just wanted to document our travels and our life experiences for our grandkids and their grandkids, and hopefully give them some good advice in our coffee talks to help them retire and enjoy their retirement.
So today we're doing a Q&A. So we've had several people ask us questions. We said nothing's off the table. So the first question is from a viewer, and they want to know, is there somewhere that you want to travel to that you've not been able to do yet? And the answer is yes.
Of course, there's a lot of places I want to go to.
There's so many more places that we haven't been than we have. We've not been to Europe yet, and we haven't done any overseas. We want to go to Australia. So many places.
There's so many places. Right now, we've kind of confined most of our travels to the United States, but we do want to get out, and we're going to be doing some cruises and stuff, but we want to just travel like to Europe and explore other places if at all possible.
So there are tons of places that we want to see. A lot of the national parks we've not been to, and we really want to go. So there's just a whole lot of places that we have yet to explore.
Of course, all this depends on finances. So we kind of look at our budget every year and decide, 2 or 3 places, maybe 4 places we want to go that year, and do our best to go. Viewer question number 2 is, what kind of pet peeves do you and Terry have? We have a lot of pet peeves, but we'll just share 1 or 2, I think.
First of all, we are very time conscious. We've always been time conscious. And so it really bugs us when like we have an appointment, and not too long ago, we had an appointment for the car. And when we go and we sit there, they make sure they get on it. But if we drop it off because we don't want to go in and sit, they'll put it on the back burner. And it's forever before
they'll put it on the back burner until you call and say, what's the process? How's the process going with our car? And they say, oh yeah, we're working on it now. It'll be done in a few minutes or something like that. And just kind of put you off.
Yeah. So that's a major pet peeve.
Yes. And I know one of my pet peeves when I'm traveling is, of course, when you're traveling, you're in a hurry to get to where you're going. And then of course, on the way home, you want to get home as quick as you can, and we normally just eat in the car when we travel, and one of our most places now we stop is at Buc-ee's. We enjoy going to Buc-ee's, but in the past we always would stop at McDonald's, and my pet peeve there is it takes forever to get your food. Once you order, you could be in line 30 minutes just sitting in line waiting for your order, and then when you go, you're short either a cheeseburger, hamburger, or something, and you're just like, oh, can't they get this thing right? But people go there all the time. Their lines are full.
Because they're cheap.
They're cheap. Well, they were cheap. I'm not sure how cheap they are now.
So that's just some of the pet peeves. Yes.
There's a couple. If you have some pet peeves, write them down in the comments. Let everybody know your pet peeves.
Another question we've been asked by a viewer is, was being monetized what you thought it would be? And I guess the long answer is yes. Although I think most people look at YouTube and they think, I'm going to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to make all this money. But they don't realize doing YouTube is like working a job. You have to do it faithfully. You have to do it consistently. And it does not happen overnight.
Yes.
It took us 3 years to get monetized.
Yeah.
And then once we were monetized, it took us quite a long time until just recently till we were able to meet the minimum. You have to make $100 a month before they pay you. And we have just recently been hitting that consistently.
Yes.
It's not a get rich quick program by any means.
No.
You have to be patient, and as our channel grows, the monetization of it will grow as well. But you have to be patient. Like it just doesn't happen overnight. Everything in this generation, people want
Microwave.
Yes, it's the microwave society. We want it now. But YouTube isn't like that. You have to work for it.
In YouTube, we may make $25 one month, the next month 35, and they accumulate that, and then once you get to $100, that's when they'll pay you. It might take 3 or 4 months, but once you get to $100, then they'll pay you. So it is a long process. I mean, we're happy, of course, with anything, but it's not one of those things you think, oh, you guys are monetized, man. You guys are doing great.
You're raking in the cash.
We're just doing what we want to do in retirement. We said the first, we didn't want to be sitting on the couch doing nothing. So we started this YouTube channel to share our travels and our coffee talks and the little bit of money that might come in to help us pay some of these expenses, or some, we've had a couple people buy us a coffee that's on there, and that really helps out a lot. So, we appreciate you guys watching us and following us, and it really does help us.
So if you're considering starting a YouTube channel, just know up front, unless you're just one of those lucky ones who put up a video and it gets 1 million views or whatever, it's going to be a long haul. And you have to look at it like that. We're not doing this necessarily to make money. We're doing this as a hobby for us in retirement and to document us and our travels and everything. And so if we make a little bit of money, okay, you can't live on $100 a month.
Okay, let's go to the next question. I think we've answered that one pretty good there. This one here kind of hits home pretty good to us. What do you guys do when you get nasty comments?
It's just crazy. People get behind a screen and behind a keyboard. And they say things that I don't think they would say to someone.
Not very appropriate at all.
Just not long ago, a couple weeks ago, we had someone on our video say, gee, she sounds like she's got a speech impediment. And I'm thinking, are they talking about me?
So she does most of the talking, and then I don't talk all that much, but what was that person thinking? That what good would that comment do?
It wasn't very encouraging. Let me just say that. So, and then we've been called stupid. Well, that was a stupid idea. It's just people say things that they would never say in person. And so it is aggravating, and it is a downside to YouTube. I know a YouTuber that I was watching pretty consistently. She had a weight loss thing, and she had lost way over 100 pounds.
So good.
And she did great, but people were just putting these horrible comments, and she was suicidal. So she stopped doing YouTube. And so you have to know, if you're commenting, let it be nice. If it's nice, like I was taught when I was a child, if you don't have something good to say, don't say anything at all.
Just remember, everybody that does a YouTube channel, they have feelings, they're human beings, and things you say can really affect their life in the long term. So luckily, we do have an opportunity. We can, block that user, block the comment or hide the comment and stuff. But still, it's frustrating. Very frustrating.
Overall, we have got awesome subscribers, and 99.9% of our comments are positive. So we appreciate that. Another subscriber wanted to know, how many children and grandchildren do we have? Well, we have 3 children. We have 3 sons. It's like the TV show, My Three Sons, for you guys that are old. Our oldest son still lives with us. He had a birth injury when he was born, so he has special needs, and he lives with us.
You may see him now and then in some of their videos.
So he is 47 years old, and he lives with us. And then we have another son who is 42, and he lives in Florida with his beautiful wife. They have a YouTube channel called Chrissa Travels. Might check that out.
If you have anything that you're going to be doing in traveling in Florida, make sure you check that out.
They do awesome work. They really do. Our youngest son lives here near us, and he is 36. He has 2 children.
Yes,
That's
we
our
love
2
them. We love
grandchildren.
those two.
We have a 9-year-old granddaughter and a 6-year-old
Yes.
grandson, and they are really the
The
light
joy
of
of
our
our
life.
life.
And today, as we're filming this, is our 49th wedding anniversary.
Woohoo!
Gonna get ready to take a anniversary cruise
Yes,
here
we
in a few
are. We
weeks.
haven't done a cruise in a long time, so we're really looking forward to that.
So that's our family.
Yes. The next question is, what is the age for the required minimum distribution, the RMD that we talk about at times?
And we're just going to give a short answer to
Yes.
this because we're going to do another coffee talk strictly on that.
Yeah.
But they upped the age. So now you have to be 73 in order to have to take that required minimum distribution.
Yeah. At 73 right now, you are required, unless you pay a big tax on it, to take the minimum distribution.
And the last question that we'll address today is from a viewer, and they wanted to know, have you considered getting an RV and traveling and doing your travels from an RV? Yes, we have considered.
That was what we were actually going to do that.
That was our initial plan.
Back in 2020.
But Keith is a numbers guy, and he did all the figuring. By the time you buy the RV, you pay the insurance, you pay the taxes, you pay the gas for the RV, because we wanted one that we could drive. We didn't want one that
all
we had
the
to hitch
hookups
up
you got to pay for.
He did all of that, and then looked at hotel prices and whatever. For us, it's more economical to just go and stay in a hotel or stay in an Airbnb or somewhere like that, rather than trying to pay for an RV. Like I said, he figured all that out. He likes to analyze and everything.
And this was pre-COVID, when the prices were pretty reasonable. Now, of course, the one thing we didn't say was repairs. Repairs on RVs, unless you're a person really mechanically sound that knows how to do things, you could have your RV in the shop for 3, 4, 5 weeks at a time. And now with the prices, with COVID prices going up, there's no way that I would consider, except unless we were going like on a Route 66 trip for 2 or 3 weeks out west, then we might rent an RV. That's something we have thought about, and we probably will do down the road if we're still healthy and everything. Rent an RV and go out on Route 66 and just take our time and enjoy the out west.
So if you're considering buying an RV and going RVing, you got to weigh all the costs. And sometimes people, they get it, all gung-ho, we're going to do it, and they haven't really planned and saw all the expenses involved. We don't know how to fix stuff.
No.
And from what we have researched, RVs break down all the time. And to pay somebody to fix all that stuff, and
we came really close, but we went to all the RV shows. We looked at,
we knew online what kind we wanted.
We knew, we wanted probably a Class C and about 28 to 29 length, whatever. And we've seen some real nice ones. We looked at the used ones that were maybe 6, 7, 8 years old that, kind of maybe had all the kinks out of them already, wouldn't be quite as costly. And we were really thinking about it, and, COVID hit, and then we started looking at the prices then. It's like, no, we can't afford these costs. I mean, they went up a good $15,000, and we just couldn't afford that.
So if you're thinking about it, just weigh all the costs before you make that decision.
Yes.
So we just wanted to answer some questions from viewers today. If you have a burning question you'd like to ask us, let us know in the comments, and we'll try to do another Q&A sometime soon.
And I do want to say thank you all for the great happy birthday wishes from my 70th birthday. I turned 70 this month, and thank you for all the birthday wishes.
Thanks for joining us today, guys. We'll see you next time on Retired and Loving It. If you'd like to see more of our videos, click the video that just popped up on your screen.